but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Well, welcome in, folks. We got another Top Split SOF Production Car Challenge race here coming at you. This is week 6. We're officially at the halfway point of the season. This week sees us travel to Virginia International Raceway, a real gem in the hills of Virginia. It's one of those tracks, though, that a lot of drivers either love it or hate it. I myself always been a big fan of VIR, so we'll see how our drivers do here this evening. But qualifying underway. As I mentioned, week 6, we're here at VIR. Track conditions out there right now, we got 25-degree air temp. It's going to translate to a nice 26 degrees Celsius track temp. Almost a perfect day for racing out there. But we'll see how our 4 classes fare as we get some strong SOFs in this one again this week too as well. But right now, qualifying kicking off. Samuel Fields in the BMW leading the way at the top of the qualifying standings, leading the BMW side of things with a 159.01. He is 9/100ths up on second place Kevin Parrish. So tight battle at the top of the standings right now in the Production Car Challenge here.
Robert. Bobby.
So we're getting underway here with qualifying. Things kicking off. As I mentioned, Samuel Fields leading the way. He just got pipped, though, by Fabian Apesh. He's got himself up top of the qualifying standings. So Fabian going to move Samuel down into P2. Let's take a quick look back at our GR86 field here with Nick Janney leading the way right now in the GR86s. So be interesting to see how the GR86s and the Mazdas interlope here at VIR. There's been a number of tracks where we've seen sometimes they're very mixed in altogether. Sometimes the GR86s are ways back and the Mazdas are quite a bit ahead of them. But right now, so we got GR86s just ahead of Mazdas in qualifying. Michael Folds leading the way in the Mazda field. He's sit down a 207.34. That's got him only 3/100ths ahead of Nicholas Shepard in second place. So real strong battle amongst our field of drivers here in this one. And then we've got a few Clio drivers in the field. Looks like we got about 6 Clio drivers. It's a couple more than we had last time. I believe they run an SOF race on another evening during the week, so really see a few of them out here. But right now, Leonardo Rovita leading the way in the Clios. Logan Warfield, second place in the Clio field. On board with him here now. As Leonardo's already put in his laps, we'll see if Logan can improve on those times. But qualifying ticking away here, starting to run out the clock. It's a bit of a longer lap for these cars. The BMW is the only cars that are sub 2-minute laps here. The rest of the field are all above 2-minute laps. The Toyotas 206s, the Mazdas in the 207s, and then the Clios at the back end of the 207. So interesting to see. A lot of the three of the classes are fairly close on lap times here, where some of the other ones are a little farther back. But top on board here with second place driver in the BMW field, Fabian Apesh, been knocked down by Kevin Parrish. Kevin Parrish now leading the way. Let's go on board here with Parrish. So he's doing a little more driving here, although he's officially finished off his laps. Just got a few more drivers on track. Lincoln Fox, we saw him last week having a great battle with Cam Eben that came down to the line at Summit Point, sorry. Doesn't look like Cam Eben's in the field again this week, so Lincoln's going to have to try and battle with Carlos Cepeda, Michael Foles, and Nicholas Shepard. So we'll see how Lincoln does. I'm sure he'll be trying to duplicate his strong showing last week. So Lincoln heading up through the S's. One of the most difficult parts of the track, this quick left-hand sweeper here. Easy to lose the back end through there. These cars probably not so much, they're not carrying all that kind of pace through there. Maybe the BMWs make it a little squirrely through there, but in chat, Pagna wants to let us know this is a races in memory of Oak Tree. I wish they'd actually bring Oak Tree back in and just have like a honorary seedling in there and grow it up in iRacing, even though it's not there in real life. But qualifying's done. Take a look at the grid here in a moment. Once timing and scoring clicks over and resets. There we go. Kevin Parrish going to lead the way in the BMWs. He'll have Fabian Apesh to his outside, Max Steady, and Samuel Fields going to make up row 2. Marius Blendia and Reed Simpson in row 3. Taylor Ballant and Daniel Diaz in row 4. Anaf Sharir in 9th. Jason Acton in 10th. And rounding out the BMWs, we're going to find Brendan Whalen. We head back to the Clios now. Leonardo Ravita going to take top spot away from Logan Warfield. Colin Olson and Ben Gopsey in row 2. Paul J. Fernandez in 5th and Ostap Natchik in 6th. Move on to the GR86s where Thomas Bellman taking top spot away from Nick Janney. Michael Polasek in 3rd. Paul Ordonez in 4th. We're going to find Hubert Wasilewski in 5th. Matthew Carter in 6th. Martin Warlick in 7th. Lucas Mello in 8th. Douglas DeMarchi in 9th. Alexander Dominguez in 10th. Ava Berry in 11th, Mark Whitten in 12th, and Jack Williams going to round out the GR86 field. Taking pole in the Mazda is Michael Folds. He'll have Nicholas Shepard beside him. Carlos Cepeda and Lincoln Fox make up row 2. Andre Navarro and Diego Ortiz in row 3 and 5th and 6th. 7th place goes to Joseph Bargo. Logan Frey taking 8th. David Rankin in 9th. Kyle Gensk in 10th. And rounding out the field, Matt Burgess and John Miller III. So nice showing of cars out here. I believe we got 42 cars going to be on track for this one. So we're just looking at all of our cars gridding up. For some reason we are still waiting for a few cars here on track. Just going to quickly restart timing and scoring because it's giving us a little bit of hassle right here. There we go. Looks like everything's reorganized here now. As the field's heading away. 25-minute race as per usual. Our drivers won't need to make a pit stop at any form of time. Well, unless they get an accident, I guess. But they won't need fuel, won't need tires. They can make it to the end. It's just a matter of getting there without any issues. Surprisingly, Summit Point last week, real tight track for Multiclass. We didn't see a whole lot of incidents in that one. So see if it plays out again here this evening. Hopefully. I'd love to see us not have a ton of incidents like we had last week. VIR are tough though. No real runoff for any of these drivers. Dip a tire into the grass. You don't really have any paved runoff, and the walls in certain areas of the track come up quick, especially right here where they're heading through the start of the Snake S area. Easy to lose the car through there, especially early on with the cold tires. back to our Clio, or sorry, Clio, our Mazda field here. Mazda's not leaving much of a gap to the GR86s up ahead. VIR a fairly lengthy track. They can leave a little bit of space compared to what we had last week at Summit, where they didn't really have much opportunity to leave much space with the track being so short. If they left more than 3 or 4 seconds, BMWs would have been coming around real quick. But to the GR86 is leaving a little more of a gap to the Clio than we're seeing the Mazdas leave to the GRs. Oh, we got cars wrecking already out here. Like somebody was off into the dirt. Interesting stuff out here. Wrecking on the pace lap is always suboptimal, I'll say that. Alright, down the back straight they go, past the club pit area. I don't think I've ever actually ran a race where they've used the club pits on the side. Used to be able to just zip right through it, but now iRacing implements a slowdown. Take all the fun away, but up through the back stretch, heading into Hog Pen. All of our BMW drivers trying to get the heat up in their tires, those really stiff hockey puck type tires on these things. Don't really hold much heat. It takes a while to get them heated up. So it'll be interesting to see if the run into turn run. See if any of these drivers, if there's a little bit of heat going quicker than the others. Kevin Parrish, Max Steady going to lead them in behind the pace car. Parrish holding up real tight on the back of the pace car. Into the final corner we go. Pace car's going to duck in, and then we'll be under Kevin Parrish is control. See if he jumps early or holds the whole field up. Barney got the green flag ready. Here comes the field. And they're off. Kevin Parrish going to get a nice jump over Max Steady and Fabian Apesh. See here, Steady can hold on to second place in the Little Caesars machine. Apesh going to have to go around the outside to take away that spot. Doesn't do it. Now he's got Samuel Fields sticking his nose up on the inside. Fields trying to capitalize on that run out wide by Apesh. He's going to give him the inside line here, see if he can hold on, but he's going to have a double left-hander to hold on tight to the inside. Could be here. This is where Gibson stays unable to make the pass. Firm and final there. Apesh going to fight back on the inside. Now he's going to have the advantage. Fields has to back out to hold on to that spot. Let's spot back to our Clios quickly as they're already mingled up in the back end of the BMW field. See Leonardo Rovita getting a bump draft from Logan Warfield down the stretch. Off into the snake they go for the first time. Our two leaders in the Clio trying to break away from the rest of the pack early on. GR86 looks like they off to a clean start here. Thomas Belleman holding on to his position. Nick Janney just behind him. Michael Polasek, top three breaking away in GR86. They've got 8/10 over Hubert Wasilewski already. And, oh no. We had a GR86. Oh man, he gets tagged by one of the Mazdas. I guess Mark Witten unfortunately lost the back end there. A couple of Mazdas coming through with nowhere to go. Let's take a quick look here. What happened to Witten? Parked on the side. I was going to get going again, but we need to go back a little bit here. See what happened to him. It was just a solo spin. Got up on the curbs. To come into that quick left-hander. Oh, he just sent it in the car in front of him. Just kind of parked it in the middle of the apex. Not much Witt can do. Mazda's coming through. Oh! That yellow and black Mazda. Nowhere to go, unfortunately for him. Not sure who that was. Might have been Dominguez, potentially. But back on track up front. The M2 field. Parrish leading the way. Still holding on over Max Steady and Fabian Apesh. Top three starting to break away a little bit from Samuel Fields. Saw Fields trying to put some pressure on Apesh early on. wasn't able to make that position and take it away. He's falling back into the clutches of Reed Gibson right now. See if Gibson's able to chase down Fields up ahead, or maybe the two of them can work together to try and chase down our top three, or are breaking away right now. Top three in GRE6s still nose to tail, although they've picked up Hubert Wasilewski now, trying to gain almost within draft range to get up into that 3-car pack up ahead. Doesn't want to lose that lead pack. Logan Warfield now has gotten around Leonardo Rovita. He's taken over top spot in the Clios. Runs it a little wide through the end of the snake into Oak Tree, formerly Oak Tree, still called Oak Tree Corner. He's going to hold on to that spot, see Rovita locks up the right rear a little bit, tosses it in. Warfield's still pulling away from Rovita. We'll see if Rovita is able to utilize the draft, close back in on him. So look what's going on in the Mazda field as Michael Folds still leading the way. Lincoln Fox, though, has himself up into second place. I mentioned we saw him battling with Cam Evan, a 10K iRacing driver, last week at Summit Point, so we know Fox has the pace. He's now in the draft of Michael Folds. We'll see if he's able to find a way around him here. So they run up the backstretch. Look at that draft range on the Mazda. So he's going to give him a little bump into Hogpen. Not going to try and make the move here now. He's trying to defend using that draft off Nicholas Shepard. Shepard thought about looking around the left side of Fox. Unable to make that pass, though. Go on board here with Nicholas Shepard as they head out of the final corner. See the different lines there taken by Lincoln Fox. Michael Folds ran a little wide. It's going to cost him a little bit on the exit. See if Nicholas Shepard can get a double draft here heading into turn one. Lincoln Fox thinks about looking to the outside. Folds going to cover off the inside. Nice defensive driving there by Michael Folds, forcing Fox to have to try and go around the outside if he's going to make the move. See the back end of the GR86 field, not too far ahead of this battle. They're going to start catching them pretty quick. Oh no, Folds goes off wide. Fox follows him. It's going to allow Shepard to hop ahead of Lincoln Fox now. Andres Navarro lurking in behind now. Navarro in the silver Diet Coke machine. Just off the tail end of that pack, he's got Diego Ortiz right behind him too as well. That duo, if they could work together, could easily catch up to that pack up ahead. Let's go back up in front of the field. Check in on the M2 battle. Parrish still leading the way. Steadying Fields in behind. Fabian Apesh is falling back to fourth place here now. See if something happened to him. So he had an off track here. Let's take a look at what happened to Fabian Apesh. Oh, he is going to run wide. That's going to allow Samuel Fields to get through the final corner around him, cross the line into turn one. It's all it takes when you're racing that close. Drop a couple tires into the grass, lose a couple tenths, and next thing you know, you got another driver going by you. Now Apesh has Reed Gibson working behind him. Gibson up one spot from where he qualified. He'd love to make it 2 spots here. See our top 4 in M2 now. That gap is closed up. Our top 3 had broken away. Now the Fields has gotten around Apesh. That gap is closed. Gibson now trying to make it a 5-car battle for top spot. So we got some moving and shaking as our Mazda's making their way through the tail end of the GR86 field. So trying to make their way around Matthew Carter. That's the yellow Buzz GR86 machine there. Folds gets through. Nicholas Shepard unable to get through and clear. Fox gets through though. Oh, a little bit of a bump and run there attempt by Nicholas Shepard. He's going to make the move up the inside. That's going to drop Lincoln Fox back into 3rd place. So we go on board here with Fox. See what kind of run he gets up through the S's here. You get a decent amount of draft heading in through the S's here, but it's so tough to try and make a move unless you get a real strong run. It's so narrow through this section. It's twisty. You don't really want a chance running off track, but Shepard going defensive as it is now. So we'll see if Fox is able to make the move into Oak Tree. Both of them using up all the track and a little bit of the grass on their way through. Lincoln Fox fairly close. See what kind of run he gets up the back straight. As our leader, Michael Folds, using a little bit of draft off the GR86 and Martin Warlick up ahead. It's like Fox not going to get the run he was looking for on the back stretch to make a move. Up around Shepard into Hogpen. He's going to have to hold on, but our leader Folds, he got around the backmarker GR86 of Warlick. He's going to put that car between himself and the second and third place battle. The sharp end of the field, still status quo. Kevin Parrish leading the way over Max Steady and Samuel Fields. Fields trying to show the nose to the outside of Steady up ahead. So take a look back here from Max Steady. We'll see if Samuel Fields tries to make a dive into Oak Tree. See a couple of drivers really using up all the track and the grass out there. It's okay to drop maybe a tire or two. You start getting more than that out there and you can lose the back end really quick. Max Steady with a strong exit out of Oak Tree. Open up a couple tenths over Samuel Fields. That's actually going to close them in on Parrish. So he makes the move. Going to move out to the left. See if he gets the pass done. Oh, they're coming in too wide into Hogpen. Steady fight back on the inside, Parrish on the outside, but unfortunately for Parrish, not the preferred line through there. If he can stay side by side in through the next corner, oh, he's going to bail out. It's going to cost him a ton of time. Now Samuel Fields going to have a look. See what kind of run Fields gets out of the final corner. Looked like he had to back out of it a little bit as Kevin Parrish got a little loose up ahead of him. Looks like Fields not going to get close enough to try and make a move into turn one. Well, now we'll see how Kevin Parrish does working from second place, trying to move back around Max Steady. Steady up 2 spots now, up top of the field. So go on board here with Kevin Parrish, see what he's having to look at. We got a lap car up ahead, Mark Whitney in the GR86 tail end of the field. We'll see what kind of distraction that plays in this battle as they're going to catch him in through the S's. Quickly take a look at our GR86 battle. Nick Janney leading the way. Thomas Bellman and Michael Pulasic tucked in behind. This trio been fairly nose to tail since the start here. Bellman looking around the outside of Janney, trying to make that move. He's going to have to go to the outside of turn one to make it happen. Pulasic thought about diving up the inside of Bellman, but thought better of it at the last second. You want to send 3 cars wide into turn one, probably the wise decision. Janney going to hold on to that spot for now. Pulasic eagerly trying to take that position away now. Looks like the gloves are coming off in this battle. It was 10 minutes of calm, but now once they've hit the 11-minute mark, lap 6, the gloves are off and it's time to fight. Let's take a look in on the Mazdas as Michael Folds been caught by Nicholas Shepard and Andre Navarro in that battle now too as well on the back of Lincoln Fox. So right now every class is contested by multiple cars. So we're just at the halfway or nearing the halfway mark with 30 seconds to go. Looks like Folds going to hold on to that position into Oak Tree. Let's check in our Clios. As Logan Warfield got around Leonardo Rovita early on. He's been able to hold on to that spot, but Rovita closing back in on him. 2 of them. Massive gap over third place Colin Olson, 16 seconds. I suspect the 2 of them are just going to continue to work together. And they'll battle it out the last couple laps, but we'll check in on them in a little bit later. Let's go back to that GR86 battle. As now Polisek's got himself up top of the field. He went from third up to top spot. Let's take a look here and see how it happened. In through the snake as they go too wide. Oh man, dicey stuff through here. Looks like Bellarmine backed out. He's going to get around. I believe that might have been Janie that said he had a slowdown on the radio. I could hear on the voice chat. It looked like he kind of bailed out on the right, let those other two cars through. But now Polisek going to lead the way. We'll see what Bellarmine and Janie have to offer for him. So head back to the front of the field. The M2's got a 5-car pack now battling it out for top spot. Not too far back is Taylor Bellant and Marius Belenda as well. Things starting to get a little logjam at the sharp end of the field here. Steady leading the way, steady as she goes. Now obviously we were going to throw that comment in there at some point in time, but down through Hog Pen they go. Head across the line, finish up lap 7. See the field working down front straight, heading to turn 1. Little Caesar's machine of Max Steady lead the way. He's got a number of M2s though in behind him. We got some pushing and shoving in behind. Looks like Taylor Bellant might have got into the back of Reed Gibson a little bit. This pack goes actually all the way back to Fabian Apsch at 7th place. 7-car battle. Top spot in the BMW M2 class. Polisek still leading the way in the GR86s. Bellarmine and Janie haven't been able to find a way back around him. Bellarmine looking eager to take top spot away though from Polisek. Showing the nose left and right, filling those mirrors the best he can. Trying to force a mistake by Polisek. Down the front straight they go. We'll see if Bellarmine gets a run through here to put a nose up the inside. A little bit of a bump draft as they cross the start-finish line. Oh, he's going to dive to the inside. We'll see what kind of defense Polisek has. Tries to close him off. It's going to force him out wide, though. Janie unable to capitalize on that, but that's going to move Polisek back to 2nd place. Thomas Bellarmine up top now. See if Polisek can try and find his way back up there. Back to the Mazda's 4-car battle. Michael Foltz still leading the way. Nicholas Shepard 2nd place. Lincoln Fox in 3rd. Andre Navarro in 4th. That's how they stand on track. Nose to tail here. Michael Foltz, he's got himself out front. He's been able to hold on to that lead. There's been a little bit of juggling in and around behind him, but through and through, Foltz has been able to hold on to top spot. So take a look back to see what he's seen in his mirrors here. Nicholas Shepard going to give him a little bump draft as they head up through the snake. Doing what they can to try and pull away from Lincoln Fox, but Fox has that double draft. In through the tight left-hander. Flat out some cars. I assume the Mazdas are going to have to do a little lift. I haven't driven the Mazda here in forever. Onto the back stretch they go. Here we go. Let's see what kind of run our 3 drivers behind the leader, Michael Foltz, get. Nicholas Shepard coming up fast, going to bump draft him. See if Lincoln Fox is able to use that double draft, make a move up into the brake zone. Not getting enough. Oh, thought about darting out at the last minute. Thought better of it though. Taylor Bellant, Samuel Fields battling it out for 4th place. Top 2 starting to break away. Max Steady, Kevin Parrish open up a bit of a gap over this battle for what's shaping up to be 3rd place now. Reed Gibson leading this pack around. Take a look back here from Gibson. You can see Samuel Fields lurking in the background. He's got Bellant, Buendia in behind him. Max Steady, Kevin Parrish working together to try and pull away from that pack. They've almost got them out of draft, about 7/10 now between second and third. Reed Gibson, though, just throwing it up over the curbs. Desperately trying to close that gap. A little bit of lap traffic coming into play up ahead, but they should be able to clear him by turn one. Check back in our Clios. Warfield's still leading the way. Rovita looking comfortable to stay in second place at this point in time. Fabian Apesh making a move around Maris Blendia. Oh, looks like something happened to Paul Fernandez. Let's see what happened to him. Fernandez in the Clio. Oh, they're coming up on... Oh, I believe that was Warlick was off track a little bit. Fernandez got a little help from the GR86 in behind him. Fortunate for him. GR86 battle. Bellman's still leading the way. He was able to get around Polasek last time we checked in. Polasek unable to find a way back by. Nick Janey kind of hanging in behind, watching this unfold up ahead. Potentially, you might have the best spot in the house right here. Something were to happen between those two cars up ahead. Janey will be there to capitalize. Cross start finish line they go. 5.5 minutes left in this race. Polasek thought about looking to the inside. Almost thought about it again. So he compromised his exit a little bit. Reed Gibson's been able to bridge the gap between that second pack and the leaders. Now it's a 3-car battle up top as they've dropped Samuel Fields 1.49 back. Fabian Apesh another second or so back with Marius Blendia. So it was once a 7-car battle for top spot. It's now a 3-car battle. As Kevin Parrish trying to make a move around Max Day. They got lap traffic up ahead. Ava Berry definitely not thrilled about seeing those 3 BMWs working up in behind. Oh no, Apesh crashed in behind them. See what happened to Fabian Apesh heading into turn 1. Oh, the Mazda pulled over in front of him. Oh. I believe that was Marius Blendia had nowhere to go. The Mazda pulled over in front of him. It sent the Mazda into the back of Fabian. Fortunate there, but this sometimes happens in multi-class racing. Next steady, lead the way. Parrish tried to make the move into turn 1, was unsuccessful. See if Kevin Parrish reloads here for another attempt to make the run down. Oh, Matthew Carter in the GR86 up ahead got loose. A whole lot of a slide job there. He definitely doesn't want to see those BMWs coming up behind. We'll take a look at what the closing pace is between these two different classic cars. There go the BMWs. They quickly dispose of the GR86 at Carter. See if Parrish able to move unsteady, showing the nose to the left. Not enough for a run to make the move though. Back to the Mazda's fold, still leading the way. Shepard, Fox, Navarro, status quo from last time we checked in on them. Bump and draft down the front straight. Lincoln Fox trying to use the double draft to make the move around the outside into turn 1. Fold's going to come over and cover that off. He's going to back in, try for a crossover if either one lead out wide. Neither of them do. Michael Fold's going to lead the way. Shepard staying tucked into second place. Oh, Janey going to get out wide. That's going to allow Polasek to get by him in the GR86 battle. Potentially serving a slowdown. He's losing a bunch of time off that battle. I think Lucas Mello had a bit of an incident here. Mello, the black and purple GR86, heading into turn 1. Oh, he's going to get tagged by the Clio. Oh, that, oh, right in front of our BMW leaders too as well. Thankfully, they were able to clear him. Oh, sir? That wasn't a a preferred pass attempt there by Max. That used the grass to get past the lap car of Martin Warlick. Interesting move there. Assuming he would have got a slowdown for that, trying to bleed it off through Oak Tree. Down the front straight they go. Unfortunately, Kevin Parrish and Reed Gibson unable to capitalize on that. Funnily enough, I don't hear any chatter on the radio about that move. Thought for sure a couple drivers might have something to say about that. So BMW drivers make their way through the middle of the Mazda field right now. So they get around the 7th place car of Kyle Gentz to the start-finish line. They should be starting their last lap this time by. See if Barney's got the white flag flying. Looks like lap traffic working out well for Max Steady as Parrish and Gibson getting caught up in behind. Had to back out a little bit, weren't able to make that move. There it is, Barney waving the white flag. This will be the last time by for our drivers. Check in quickly with the GR86s. Bellarmine leading the way. Jandy trying to put some pressure on him. Unable to do so right now. In the Mazdas, Fold still leading the way. Shepard, Fox, Navarro. They've already crossed the line to start their last lap. Ooh, Fold's drifting out wide. See if Shepard's able to capitalize as they run up through the snake. Nicholas Shepard giving Michael Foles a little bit of a bunt draft down the straight before they head into the snake. Trying to keep Lincoln Fox at bay. Fox trying to utilize that double draft to make a move. Unable to do it. Our BMW is not too far behind them. They might be catching up to that battle before we hit the line. I think the Mazdas might be far enough ahead to keep that spot as our Clio's. Warfield now. I mentioned Leonardo Ravita might have been hanging back, trying to hold on to that spot. Battling at the end. A couple more corners to go here. We'll see if Ravita able to make that move back around Warfield to take top spot. Tries to look up the inside. Almost went off track, had to gather back up. Looks like Logan Warfield going to hold on to that position. They get the GR86 battle right in behind them too as well. Janie and Bellarmine. They're going to come across the line to start their last lap. Our leaders, here they go across the line. Steady leading the way. Parrish trying to find a way around. Gibson there too as well. Parrish going to try and dart out. It's a drag race. Max Steady going to hold on to it. Nice race there at the end. Oh man, here come the Mazdas. Michael Folds leading the way. Lincoln Fox has gotten around. Shepard, Navarro trying to join him. Too wide. Looks like Navarro not going to be able to capitalize on Shepard. Shepard trying to fight back on Fox. Tried to send it up the inside. Just missed tagging the right rear corner. Up through the S's they go. Let's check in quickly on the GR86 battle. So they're coming up on the Clio battle up ahead. We got our two lead battles here between Clio Class and GR86s heading down the back straight. Warfield in the Clio, lead Clio trying to hold off Leonardo Ravita. Clio's a little better top end speed than the GR86. The GR86 is quicker in the corners though. It's going to be interesting once they head into the S's up ahead. Bellarmine looks into the inside of Janney, going to try and make the move around the outside. Janney going to go defensive, but Bellarmine can stay on his door. Let's get the inside line here. It's going to switch back again though. Oh, they're still fighting it out. Janney going to hold on to top spot. Bellman trying to fight back on the outside. It's going to be a drag race down to the line. Our Clio and GR86 battle heading to the line at the same time. Logan Warfield going to hold off Leonardo Rovita. Janney and Bellman bumping and banging to the line. Janney going to hold on to that. Janney going to hold on to that spot. Let's go back to our Mazdas as they head to the line. Fox and Shepard battling down to the line for second place. They're rubbing and bumping and banging. Shepard going to take that spot by a nose. What a battle to the line there between Fox and Shepard. 25 minutes of nose-to-tail driving. And of course they blow the engine at the end, as one does. Jason Atchin, not the race for him. It's like Matthew Carter will be our final car. And the line, he's going to finish it up in the pits. Okay, well done to all our drivers. We had some strong battles throughout that one. Every class contested to the very last lap, right down to the line for a number of spots. But Max Steady going to take top spot in the overall field as well as the BMW class. Just ahead of Kevin Parrish and Reed Simpson. Logan Warfield and Leonardo Rovita take top positions in the Clio, with Ben Copsey in third. Nick Janney in first in the GR86s. Thomas Bellman and Michael Polosek battling to the line, finishing out second and third. Michael Folds holds off Nicholas Shepard, Lincoln Fox, and Andre Navarro to take top spots in the Clio. Or not the Clio, the Mazda. Quick through the rest of the field here. A couple drivers unfortunately didn't see the checker flag due to incidents. But what a great race. Couldn't ask for much more at Virginia International Raceway. Hopefully you enjoyed this broadcast of the Top Split SOF race for Production Car Challenge. Week number 6, halfway through the season. Next week is week 7. We start heading down the back half of the season. I, again, am Rob Campbell. If you have any interest in having your league or hosted event broadcasted, drop us a line. Our Discord link is in the description. And we'll see you next week. Bye for now.